There's a universal marathon that most of the global population are running. We live in an age where the demand on our attention and our time is greater than it's ever been, and the effect on our overall health and well-being is in free fall. We work full-time, we raise families, we buy homes, we manage the increasing cost of living. We're overloaded with information and schedules, and with all this that's going on in our day-to-day lives, our focus is geared towards maintaining the status quo, maintaining this life that we've all become accustomed to. With the way we live in such a routine-driven and transactional way, for many of us there's a real danger that our sense of self is vanishing. Making time for ourselves is way down the priority list, and we've become conditioned to living a life of doing rather than seeking what it is to make a life of living. I've always been fascinated by human behaviour and psychology, what it is that makes people tick, what drives them towards their passion, why people pursue goals, and sometimes why they don't. Fear and an unwillingness to be vulnerable can be huge obstacles that we impose on ourselves, and they greatly inhibit our ability to pursue our ambitions and achieve what we want out of life. The ability to self-reflect and really look at ourselves on a deep and intrinsic level is critical when we look at overall health and well-being. Our lives are so consumed with digital noise and chasing ideals that our capacity for genuine connection is in jeopardy. Without realizing it, we find ourselves blocking opportunities to connect with each other and also ourselves on a deep level because we make excuses like we don't have the time, or we've got too much on, or honestly, maybe some of us are just a little scared of what we might find. So we're living this life, but we can't simply jump off the treadmill. We have practical and financial obligations that we have to sustain ourselves and our families. What we need to do is shift our focus towards self-care and make a commitment to applying the methods that help us cope to create a more attuned version of ourselves. We hear it all the time. Slow down, take care of yourself, take time out, meditate, exercise, learn, laugh, be adventurous. All these things that we know, if we put them into practice, they're inevitably going to help our well-being. But we're not doing it. More than that, we're not prioritizing it. Life has become so complicated, and many of the solutions are so simple. Where we can, we need to go back to basics. We need to get back to nature. We need to embrace creativity and mindfulness, learn and grow the mind and cultivate creativity. We need to practice self-discipline and accept that we are vulnerable and flawed, and maybe we don't have all the answers, but we're seeking to find them. It's about making small adjustments to our daily routine and having outlets that allow us to connect with ourselves and live by feel rather than always by control. My interest in wellness goes beyond the spiritual and emotional realms. So many of the philosophies of health and well-being are backed by scientific discovery, and it's this fusion of ancient wisdom, spirituality, and science that really inspires me, and it gives support to the importance of wellness in our lives. Our brain is the control center for our emotional regulation and our rational thinking, and we really are just only beginning to understand the capabilities that the brain has to heal our mind and body, to manifest things that we desire, and engage our ability to be able to handle the hard things in life, things that are inevitably going to be thrown our way. Freeing the mind to tap into our curiosity and ask those deep and meaningful questions will allow us to learn more about ourselves and discover our inner purpose. By actively investing in our overall well-being, it gives us the foundation and the confidence to realize that purpose. Our mind, body, and spirit are our life force. They represent our mental, physical, and emotional well-being, and it's vital that they're nurtured throughout our entire lives. You can't just look after one. If you want to get physically fit, you have to be in the right mental and emotional state to create those habits of consistency and to be receptive to the signals that are going from mind to body. Each pillar of wellness has an impact on the other, so they have to be in synergy for us to be able to live happy and fulfilled lives. We have to prioritize our personal health, our sense of self-worth, and our continued growth as people. It's as important as breathing and sleeping. We have to reclaim our lives, change the narrative, and say, my well-being matters. I matter.